Good evening, students. Welcome back to our channel Ach'z. So today we had our Ielts exam, 26th of July 2025. So here comes the complete review of today's Ielts exam. Actually, we got two different set of question booklet from two different time zone. Why I'm repeating that means now also many of them don't know question paper will be different based on the time zone, or else we can say country based, or sometimes in the different center also they can give different bundle of question booklet. So as I always mention, if you got any other question booklet means try to mention that along with the country you're from. Okay, so anyway, we will discuss about the available question paper from today's IELTS exam. So let's start with this section. First, about the reading module. In the first set of question booklet, the passages, the lost city, environmental risk of pesticides, and one about the money as the unit of account. So these were the passages in first set. They got true, false, not given type of question, fill up type of question in direct filling type only, not completion, and summary completion format. That means direct filling means there is no any options and all they given in the box. Okay, because nowadays we are getting that type of question also in fill up type of question. Then matching type of question, like along with the option and which paragraph contain this information, and they got MCQs too. So these were the question categories in that particular category. Now coming towards the second set of reading booklet, the passages, the golden age of sailing ship, then the future of fish, and one is related to the migration of birds. So these were the passages in the second set. In that particular category, the question types, which paragraph contain this information, then list of people was there, which means matching type of question in two different aspect. Then they got fill up type of question. As per the students review, fill up type of questions were more. That means in each set they got fill up type of question, sentence completion, not completion, and summary completion format. Then 5 MCQs, yes, no, not given type of question. So these were the question categories in that particular set. So as I mentioned before, other than this, if you got, I mentioned 6 different passages from 2 different question booklet. If you got any other question paper means try to mention that clearly. Okay, now coming towards the general module reading. As you know, it's an academic and general module test day. So in general module reading, the passages which we got, video game research, job advertisement, in different boxes they given the advertisement, then printing process related. So that's about the exact heading which we got. Then the question categories, true, false, not given, fill up type of question. They got 2 different set of not completion and 2 different set of summary completion. Then MCQs and also 1 set of matching type of question. Overall, the academic reading section, it was in moderate level, we can say. For general module, it is in easy to moderate level, because some students mentioned it was easy, some of them having a different opinion, they said it was in moderate. So overall we can mention it as easy to moderate level. So that's about the reading module. Now coming towards the second module, writing. First about the academic writing. Again, as I mentioned before, 2 different set of questions. In the first set, the task 1, it was a bar chart. 4 methods of dealing with waste in 4 countries. So it's a repeated question, we can say. Now about in that particular category, the task 2, that was some people think that the government should be responsible for funding the healthcare and education of their country, while others disagree. Discuss both views and state your opinion. You need to discuss both the portion. That means if government is funding for healthcare and education, what all are the benefits? What about that particular category? And in the second body, you need to mention about the opponent side. And in the third body paragraph, it's always better to give your opinion. Okay, even though you are writing your opinion in introduction as a thesis statement, it's better to explain that in the third body. Now, about the second set of question booklet, the task one, it was a combination of map, small local museum and its surroundings. Now, about in that particular category, the task two, some people think that environmental problems are too big for individuals to solve, while others think that the government cannot solve these environmental problems unless individual makes some action. Again, discussion with opinion category. So that's about the category of question from today's exam. Now we will discuss about the general module writing. Only a single set we got. I think very few students only written the test today. In South India and all, in most of the centers, the exam got cancelled because of heavy rain, the climatic variation and all. Anyway, as per the student review, the task one under general module, it was an informal letter to friend, and the task 2 question, people's shopping habits depends more on the age group that they belong to than any other factor. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So you need to mention about the shopping habit and the influence of this age in a single body paragraph, and what are the other factors which influence the shopping habit. That also you can explain, because it's in the to what extent format. So it's always better to give about the agreement and disagreement side. So that's about the general module writing section. Now coming towards the listening module, in part 1, they got a telephonic conversation. It was an enquiry to a hotel, and they got fill-up type of question in 2 different sets. Actually, in the preparation guide, we clearly mentioned that in the fill-up type of question also they can split. Okay, 1 to 7 in a single stretch, then 8, 9 and 10 they can give in another. First set will be one word answer a number format. The second set will be like one word only. The same format only. Now about the part 2 section, it was a conversation related to a building, and they got MCQs and matching type of question. Part 3, it was a group talk, and the question category MCQs and matching type of question. And part 4, it was an academic monologue about ecology, and they got fill-up type of question in one word only format. So that's about the listening section. Actually, it was in moderate level. Many students mentioned that part 3 section and part 4 section was little bit fast. Okay. So that's why they can't able to crack the matching type of question and all. Actually, we done the video how to crack the matching type of question. I clearly mentioned in the guide, preparation guide, the last minute guide and all we release now. In that also, I will give some tips and tricks. Okay, anyway, the speaking section, that is the last module. Today in part 1, the topics like chocolate, internet or about a website, hometown, busy life, sharing mentality, spare time, feeling bored. And coming towards the part 2 from today's exam, describe a city that you think is very interesting. Describe a skill that you learned from older people. Describe something you received for free. Describe a difficult thing you did and succeeded. And describe an object that you think is beautiful. Yeah, as per our prediction only, these all topics I clearly mentioned in the preparation guide. You need to focus on place, a thing, a person oriented card and all. Anyway, if you got any other topics or question booklet, means rather than simply saying this is not the question which we got, rather than simply saying like that, try to mention the question which you got. Then other students also can connect and you can just have a discussion in the comment box. So thank you so much for your time over here. And if you need the ebooks, because today actually most of the passages repeated from our reading ebooks, volume 2 and also volume 3. It's very happy to say that. If you want, means you can purchase the copy by contact in this WhatsApp number. And for essays also, the general module and academic essay, each set from our essay ebook only, that also you will get the sample answer. So you can just buy your copies if you want. So thank you so much for your time over here, and God bless you all.